he almost killed me. So the abuse really started with verbal and emotional abuse, and it was pretty consistent. And there were other people that noticed it. There was actually other leaders in his command that said, you can't talk to your family like that, especially our oldest son. And the really hard part was that I kept coming back to the assessment of, well, he hasn't hit me. He hasn't hit me. So it's really, it's not abuse. And I would go to chaplains and counselors, and they would say that too. Well, he's never hit you. Well, just because he won't hit you right away and it's just verbal, emotional, or even financial or spiritual abuse doesn't mean that one day, because that's what happened, that he decided to cross that line, he almost killed me. I had gone into the house to get a sippy cup for our daughter, and we were going to go to California. At this point, we'd already decided we were going to get a divorce because we just were not getting along. And he followed me into the house, and he just went into a blind rage. And so many people want to blame PTSD, but it wasn't PTSD. And to quote my son, my oldest son, Hunter, he said, point blank, we have PTSD and I choose not to hurt anyone.
Right.
And so what happened was he got really angry. I was on chemotherapy at the time. I was very frail. You're talking about a man who outweighed me by at least 100 pounds. And he grabbed my shoulders and he picked me up and he shook me like a rag doll. And I heard my neck break. I knew something was very wrong, and he tried to set me on my feet, and of course, I couldn't stand on my feet because my neck was broken,
Oh
and I
my.
fell backwards, and I hit the tile, and I broke my arm. And so essentially what happened at that point was I told him that I needed to go to the hospital because I was hurt more than he realized. And I was looking at my arm, and it was hanging back in a very unnatural way. And my
Yeah.
brain was telling my hand to move. And of course I couldn't. And at that point I knew I was in trouble.
To see the full episode of Break the Silence Against Domestic Violence's podcast, check out our YouTube channel today.